now the conversation.
Exactly. I haven't talked to Kendrick, and I know he ain't got a problem with me.
Yeah,
So
but
I ain't got no. Huh?
you did say, according to what the game said, he said, if I was supposed to have grudges with niggas, where would the West Coast be? That kind of insinuates that maybe,
But that's what.
niggas been
But
having
that's
grudges against him.
no, hold up. But that's his conversation, not just directly at Doc, but just in general of what his experiences have been in the music industry, and something that an example.
Yeah, because we was dead out here. Gang brought this shit back.
And what I was talking about, I wasn't talking about nothing dealing with Kendrick. I was talking about a video shoot that he got paid $10,000 to wear a hoodie, and he had a mask on it. And so a lot of the guys had a problem with it because he had that mask on at a J Rock video shoot. It wasn't even a Kendrick conversation. It was just a surrounding it because it's the crew. You know what I'm saying? So
he did Tiger the same way.
And so Game clarified that with me this morning. He wanted me to let people know it's not that he didn't want to show his face. He got paid $10,000, and that was something that Top didn't know, because that's something that Top reminded me about when we had a conversation. Top didn't know that. You know what I'm saying? He didn't know that.
Why didn't you just put them in a group chat, man? Because it sounds like, you know what I mean, he wants to be on you see how we all on a three-way call? Is Kendrick too above talking to the game?
I don't know what Kendrick is.
Hey, look, first of all, Kendrick, I'm going to be real. He don't lead with the conversation anyway. He got a team that does that, right? And then when that's going to happen, when they get in the studio and they doing whatever they do, then they have a conversation. Now, the reason why the world probably never knew it was a problem, because there's always a fuse box in the middle. Regardless of what was going on, especially back then, that was whack shit, right? So you attack him, you attacking me. Top ain't gonna do me like that, like I ain't gonna do him like that. It might be a conversation. Me and Top had many conversations. Me and Top and Stat has had many conversations. I've had many conversations with the game. I can't stop Kendrick from feeling the way he feel, but I honestly believe, I know for a fact, I didn't know it was no fucking type of beef going on, because where I come from, nigga, you say it's on and we know it's on. I don't think Game thought whatever was going on was that serious.
Stat, have you asked Kendrick why you won't pick up the phone?
It ain't nothing serious to even be going. It ain't even nothing serious. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but have you asked?
Talking 11 years ago, ain't nobody uttered a word about it.
It ain't nothing serious.
Well, thank you to Stat. He heated it back up. You know, we could talk about some shit today.
No.
What it is, I'm gonna tell you what heated it back up. It's just not fuck that, Stat. Let's bro. This third verse podcast, it's on the YouTube. Y'all think this is some shit. Y'all just ain't knowing it's over there. Stat and DJ, which is Jimmy Iovine's nephew, and the other brother, what's the other brother name, Stat? Justin Hunt. They over there exposing all kind of niggas. These niggas, do you know the shit they know amongst them? Like, bro, this shit's crazy.
No, hold on. I appreciate it. I appreciate that, number one. I'm glad that after, you know, by the way, that was kind of crazy. Top called you mid-podcast? Like, he gave you one of those Jay-Z check-ins. That was crazy.
Well, he didn't know that I was doing a podcast. That's like Top is family.
I thought he was like watching at the time.
Nah. We was reviewing a concert. We was doing an Eminem concert or whatever. He didn't even know I was on. He just called me randomly because I guess somebody had reached out to him. But I just want to say this to you, Ak. First of all, great deal of respect for what you do. Congratulations on your success.
Thank you.
You know, and how you get out. But there's no beef between Game and Kendrick Lamar. It's love. It's family. Okay.
You think it's reciprocal love?
Hold on. Let me say this. The only reason why I even said what I said,
as y'all can see, chat, Black is trying to get up here and explain himself. He just explained himself about the whole little Big U situation. Now they done went into this game and game beefing with Kendrick Lamar and all that. You guys, just giving y'all an update, because this whole thing is about Wack, Big U, and Future. Sierra, Wack saying he chased Future with Sierra with him and all that at the airport. He's saying allegedly Big U gave him an eye, a nudge, or whatever, like, hey, ain't that Future, go get him, whatever. Now he's switching stories up. Now the feds is putting this on Big U. And he's saying Wack is allegedly an informant, and he has gotten himself in some stuff by chasing Future and doing all that allegedly for Big U from 6-0. Let's get into it.
Beats, you know what I'm saying?
Okay,
So,
and,
it ain't no beef.
and let me respond to that by saying this. Despite what
Yes.
Wack is saying, I was a huge fan of the game. He was my favorite rapper from 2005 to like 2008. Love his first two album, classic, absolutely. I've always thought he has one character flaw. Okay, I never liked I know he was heavily inspired by Dr. Dre. Dr. Dre had a whole whatever, especially with documentary. But that second album, and that's what I was saying about acceptance. Like the Doctor's Advocate is literally an album basically like saying like, damn, why you don't fuck with me? Like, come on, we all know that narrative. And for me, who that was my favorite rapper at the time, I look at it, I'm like, you're him. Like when you look at, rap is still like a gladiator sport. So when I see even now, like I would rather both of them, like when I see Kendrick never address Game, I see no association there. Hear nothing on that side. And then even when I hear like, Game have to speak on his relationship with Kendrick, it kind of feels like, if it still feels like that same energy I was saying with the Dr. Dre thing, where it's like, I agree with y'all with everything, and I didn't even know that people were talking about his legacy like that. But I think that's also assisted by the energy that he kind of also puts out. Like, he's looking for acceptance when in reality, if we're gonna go in the hierarchy or not, the lineage of people who ran the West, he's one of the most significant people. And I don't think sometimes he exudes that energy.
Saying that looking for acceptance shit, bro.
Yeah.
Game is such a lone wolf. He's such a wolf, a shark. Game don't give a fuck. Listen, bro. He ain't looking for acceptance from nobody but his motherfucking kids. I'm gonna tell you that right now. So it's not a thing that he's looking to be accepted by Kendrick Lamar because Kendrick Lamar was once a student to the game. How the fuck what you mean? The teacher is looking for acceptance from a student. The student just has now become a teacher. If they got some disagreements, cool. But guess what? You ain't heard no diss music. You ain't heard no none of that shit go on.
Hey, so you should go listen to Black Boy Fly from Good Kid, Mad City. Kendrick already spoke about how he feels about Game on that whole song because he talked about how much admiration and respect he got for him. So I think when you're looking for him to say something, but he already said it. You know what I'm saying?
But he said it before that moment, right? He said it before 2015, and I'm also like, maybe you could give me some insight. Wack says he didn't know because Wack was looking for like no Vaseline type of disses.
Yeah, I didn't know it was a problem.
Yeah, Wack didn't know because when I told Wack, Wack was like, nah. Wack.
You got to remember, bro. I come from it's a problem. I don't come from
Wack was
like, the bottom. I don't.
Yeah, because I remember vividly telling Wack, I said, Wack. He's like, hell nah, he ain't doing that.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying?
Do you believe that the Game was oblivious of it? And by the way, chat, I have the lyrics on the screen to Black Boy Fly.
I don't think the Game thought it was
verse 2. He's talking about the Game.
I don't think Chuck was thinking about it like that because he didn't. I didn't even know that they had issues like that. Even me, I didn't know it was like that either. But
nigga, I'm telling you, we didn't know.
When I think it was like some freestyle that happened, or I had saw something on YouTube, and that's when I thought about it. Like, oh shit! But it had already happened. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't a before thing. It had already happened when I found out. So niggas be in their own world. Like when people talk about Lil Wayne just go to the studio. He don't be thinking about nobody else.
No, he just go.
Exactly. So Chuck was in his own world, and that shit happened. And so, I don't think it was ever spoken about after that. I think.
Do you feel Kendrick feels like he's owed an apology?
I don't know what Kendrick feel like. I can't speak for that man.
You talk to him. You're one of the only few people. I didn't know Kendrick was this hard to reach.
I don't talk to Kendrick. I don't. Hold on. I have not talked to Kendrick. I talked to Top. I've not talked to Kendrick Lamar at all.
When's the last? No, not recently. But when's the last time? It feels like you're one of the people that could talk to him. It looks like he's
I don't. Yeah, he go in his sessions.
Listen. Let me. So academics, listen. I'm the kind of I don't know. You never met me, but I'm not the kind of person that is a could talk to type of nigga. It's either I'm not even that type of person. I'm like my phone's on do not disturb. Wack is one of probably 7 or 8 people that can get through and talk to me. So I don't reach out to anybody. Top Dog is another one of them. So if generally I don't reach out to anybody. Top Dog is another one of them. So if generally when people reach out to me, it's people that call me. I don't really call niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't do that. You know what I mean? So I wouldn't even. I love Doc, straight up. You know what I mean? But I know I come from the Dr. Dre school, so I give niggas their room and their space, and I know that niggas still love me, and I love them all the same. You know what I'm saying? That's how I move.
Zach, you gotta remember, like, Stat is really a real behind the scenes dude. Like, just some of his accolades, everything from 2013 to 2022, he A&R games projects for me. Lyrical Lemonade, Stat was managing that whole situation. Little Xan, Stat is who birthed Little Xan. And we ain't gonna talk about the people. He gave Nipsey a bunch of guidance for the marathon. Nipsey asked him to come in personally, and along with Dr. Dre and Eminem and a host of others. So you dealing with somebody that, like he said, he that way because he can be. Like, and I'm telling you, there's no way it could be that type of problem back then with my relationship with Top, Stat's relationship with me and Top, and Kendrick and Game. Kendrick felt whatever way he felt, and we can't tell him how not to feel, but we're never going to just do some shit knowing it's that serious, because we got to remember, where Kendrick grew up, half his neighborhood was on the block when we was doing the video. Where Top from is 8 lights up. Nigga, we not finna put Drake in that type of danger zone, bro, if we know it's that type of problem. Like, we really didn't know it was that serious. Oh. And it's a Drake feature. We just trying to get some work done.
Hey, Wack, okay, since it's your record, if you had known, right before the video comes out, you guys have the record, and they're like, yo, bro, yo, you know in that verse 2, like, yo, he dissing Doc. Would you have asked the Game, or you'd have asked Drake to change? Would you have asked him to change his lyrics?
What would have happened was, I know Chuck, right? Chuck would have probably got Drake and Kendrick on the phone to try to deaden it. That's what he would have did, bro. Because me and Top, if I get the call from Top know I'm gonna go put it on the table. Game gonna know Top called Wack. And then Game gonna listen to it, and he gonna get Drake on the phone and Kendrick on the phone and try to get some understanding with it. That's all it would have been, bro. I'm telling you. Niggas just didn't know. When Stat told me, I said, Stat, get the fuck. What you talking about? Where is that? I had no idea. Because I come from when you diss a nigga, fuck your mama, bitch ass nigga. Nigga, you know it's on. I don't know nothing about the backpack diss shit. I didn't know with Drake. You know, now they playing it. I'm like, okay, I hear it now. But Drake never mentioned the nigga name. Where I come from, you mentioned the nigga name.
You know Kendrick responded, I believe, on Element.
Bro, I'm telling you.
I heard that on your show. When I first heard that, I didn't attach that to Drake. But when I heard you, when you broke it down, that's when I first heard it.
Yeah, they've been like silently going at it for years. Like it's kind of like interesting.
These niggas is shallow dissing. We deep sea diss, nigga. Listen. Stat will tell you, it ain't too many niggas.
Hello.
Yeah, I think he got cut off. But yeah, no.
Game feels the same way that we just go disregard. We wouldn't have did it like that.
Hey, by the way, I do want to. I want to give this one credit and not a critique, but actually an encouragement. Stat, I like
yes, sir.
And maybe with this, you know, obviously you're now on the stream kind of explaining some stuff. Maybe you're like, you know what, I'm about to keep personal. Do not keep those personal conversations to yourself. It's important to bring that shit to light that we can have some discourse. So I'm glad you said all that shit because we could get to the bottom of it.
Y'all gotta go look at that fucking Third Verse podcast act. He been doing this shit for like the last 6 months, exposing all kind of shit, bro.
Well,
Well,
as long as listen,
you know that French Montana shit that came from our channel. Then people just ran with it. But,
wait, which French Montana thing?
That he stole that song.
That he stole Unforgettable.
Yes, because DJ was managing Mike Will at the time, and so we was firsthand. We knew that he stole the song because he. The only reason we spoke about it because when he went on Drink Champs, he said he didn't make money from that song. And I come from an era as a rapper where we would get on people's songs and steal them and put them out. And so his whole career, that's still the biggest record. I love French. I think he's amazing. So we actually talked about that, and then so other people picked it up. Beginning of trying to build something, you don't really get that acknowledgement. But you know, we starting off, man. We smart.
Yo, where did you say that? You come from an era what?
When we was stealing niggas' songs, like a nigga do a song, we'll get on it and put it out. You know, I had a song with Tupac.
Oh yeah. Shout out to Osby. Go ahead.
So exactly. We had a Kanye. we got a nigga deal at Interscope with a Kanye song. You know what I'm saying? So that's exactly what. So we come from that era. So I didn't have a problem with French doing it. But it was just the fact that he said he never got paid. When nigga, you've been touring all over the world, that's still the biggest song you've ever been a part of. And then you didn't have nothing to do with writing any of it. As far as like the niggas only know the hook. You know what I'm saying? Like that's it. Yeah. And that's respect. I love French and I love what him and Max B doing. And I think they are dope. And they shout out to New York City. That was something that we spoke about. And people kind of like really got on that story or whatever, because it was a big deal for us. And Mike Will spoke about it because at the time, you know, that was supposed to be Sway's record for his album to come out with. And French, you know, he leaked that shit and that shit took the fuck off. And it was like, you couldn't stop it at that point, you know? It ain't like how it is now. You can just shut a song down. That wasn't how it was back in the days. You know that act.
Yeah, no, absolutely. With the French thing, I felt like a lot of people kind of knew the story, but you guys heated it back up because it now made everybody have to respond to it. And of course, he went to say he ain't make no money off of it, which is like, yo, if you did one of those, like, you know, French does this a lot. Like Bobby Shmurda gets the song, he just puts a remix over it, you know? Like,
yes.
Imagine saying, because there's a very popular version of Hot Nigga with French on it, but I'm pretty sure Bobby didn't even approve it. He just like sent it to a DJ Hot 97 and they played it. Yeah, if he later came out and be like, man, yeah, I know my version's hot too, but I ain't get paid, it would be like, bro, you're probably performing at shows. Yeah, it's crazy that you're even saying that.
Yo, Ack, you know what I would love to see though, bro?
What?
Next time you're on the West, I would love to see you go sit down with DJ and Stat and his other man at third verse, bro. Y'all can have
he don't even gotta sit down. He can do a
Nah, he need to come in. Nah, he need to come in.
Well, I'm pulling up to No Jumper in a couple months, so you know.
Okay, I'm gonna line it up. He need to come in, Stat. Cause y'all his point of view of shit and how you come and what your other man add, that shit's gonna be crazy.
Well, he know who Justin is because he know who Justin.
Yeah, I know.
Mm-hmm. It's gonna be crazy, bro. I love to see that. Do that one for me, bro. Stab my brother, you my brother. I love to see that.
Hey, again, also I like how transparent you are, Stat. Keep it like that, and you know, obviously we'll do something. For sure, you know what I mean?
Oh, absolutely.
And also,
absolutely, you'll be calling me again soon because this shit is every week. I just be, you know, I've been a fly on the wall for a very long time.
I'm glad he's doing what he's doing. I've been trying to get his ass out that shell because he knows some shit.
Well, I like people like that because there's been so much stuff that happened over time. You need the hip hop historians to kind of like give the context because everything happening now ain't new, or you know, there's probably a long history. There's connectivity throughout the past, and a lot of times, you know, for somebody like me, I wasn't there. You know what I mean? That's just what it is. So you know,
but I want to say this on your platform, and Wack, please allow me to say this, and everybody that's listening, I want to kill if I can. I don't know if I have the power to. But I want to kill anybody saying that there's a beef amongst Kendrick and Game. I don't want any of that shit happening. I don't want anybody put. I know people you gonna say what you say on your content. I respect it. Get your views. There's no beef. There's absolutely respect and love, and I would like for it to stop. Honestly, when when Top hit me, had I known that it was just even gonna trickle to that, because when that shit came out, when we put the little YouTube video up, we did that shit 2 weeks ago. We weren't even gonna put it up there. You know what I'm saying? Because the guy who do our little segments, we was like, we ain't have nothing to put up, so we threw it up. We be talking for 3-4 hours, and honestly, dog, like Wack will tell you, we be saying so much shit. You know what I mean? Like, we be saying so much shit. You know, DJs people own complex. That's a whole nother thing. You know what I mean?
A whole nother conversation.
That's a whole nother complex. That's a whole
bro. Y'all go check Third Verse out, bro, on the YouTube channel. Them niggas been saying some shit over there, bro. Like, the history of that. DJ, put it like this. DJ is one of the guys that discovered Eminem. Scat was tied to Eminem and Dre. When Game went to Dre's side, Scat was on Eminem's side. Stat Atlanta. Y'all go check it out.
DJ A&R the documentary, A&R Get Rich or Die Trying. Right. Jimmy Iovine's nephew. He currently manages Mike Will still. Our business partners. He manages Keisha Cole. But he at one point he had Boy Wonder. He had all the Toronto producers, all of them. T Minus. He was managing. He had Hit Boy all at the same time. You know what I'm saying? So he put Forever together. He was managing YG. You know what I mean? He's probably responsible about 100-200 million records sold. So we have a lot of experience in the music industry, and we just say what we want to say because niggas can't really fuck with us on no level. You can't discredit what we got to say. It's the truth. You know what I mean? You
can't stop them. You can't close the doors. The politics around them in the industry is crazy. The politics in these streets is even crazier, right? So it's a free fall with them.
Act. I don't want nothing to do with no streets. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, I mean, at the end of the day, ain't nobody, whatever they say, he don't even tell me shit. I find out we ain't going for it on no side. So
I don't want no problems. I want to put this out here to the world. Nothing about me streets, but I know, and I try to hide anything from the people that love me that do that shit. Shout out to Five. I don't want niggas to know nothing because I don't want no problems. Shout out to Top. I don't want no problems with nobody. And like I said, with this shit right here, everybody listening in the world, please just relax. It's not a big deal. Everybody loves each other. Shout out to Drake. Shout out to Kendrick. Kumbaya. All love. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And when you get in town, I'm going to line that up, bro. For sure.
All right, bet.
For sure. Yo, do your thing, man.
I appreciate you, Act.
I appreciate you.
All right, love, bro.
Okay. All right. Got that in. Okay. I think we can go back to the Dirk thing. Back to what we were talking about with Dirk. So Dirk, the government wants a motion to put in a gag order. No more talking outside the courtroom. No more interviews. No more things to try to prejudice the trial or taint the jury pool, or no more, constant statements around the courthouse that could potentially influence potential jurors. Anyway, it says the defendant is entitled to zealous advocacy, including counsel's forceful arguments on the briefs and in the courtroom. But the right to a fair trial does not include litigation through prejudicial and extrajudicial statements on the eve of and during trial. As this court previously recognized in separate case, the flurry of publicity on the eve of the trial threatens to create a circus-like environment that would deprive the parties of their right to a fair trial. Until now, the government has declined to seek judicial intervention. Despite the defense's repeated inflammatory public comments, the government twice inquired whether the defense counsel would agree to a limited order prohibiting the parties from making extrajudicial statements that could prejudice the jury. Defense counsel declined, and the government respectfully submits that the court should now intervene and ensure a fair trial. Okay, they continue to say trials have a affirmative constitutional duty to minimize the effects of prejudicial pretrial publicity, and it says a limited gag order is necessary to ensure a fair trial. From the inception of this case, defendant Banks has attempted to use his influence and media access to influence public opinion about the strength of the case and at times to malign the government. For example, the defendant used a social media account with nearly 50 million followers to publicize his first motion to dismiss the first superseding indictment. By the way, they're saying that this message here by Dirk, which was an update, check this out.
Call from
Who you depend on? Oh, no, this was a song.
Yeah, I just want to give y'all just an update on my mind state. You know, I just been reading to get into these books, just working on my patience. I've been reading Pawns in the Game by William Gacar, Dewey P. Newton, Fred Hampton, Elaine Brown, just all the revolutionaries, you know, who've been through something and stand for something that a lot of people don't know of or forgot about. You know, and it's just been sitting on my heart lately to just save the generation, bro. Save these kids. You know, they don't deserve it. I'm just tired of being a pawn for the culture. You know, entertaining and being ignorant. You know what I'm saying? I want to change the world around to being positive. I want to start with saying, like, when it comes to support, you know, I'd be cool because, you know, when Jay-Z went through his situation, you know, he the people's champ. They turned their back on him. Even Drake and Kendrick, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna be the first one to just do it, you know what I'm saying? And not saying the first one to do it, but, you know, for these kids, you know, we got to be their heroes. You know what I'm saying? They got to look up to us in a positive way. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people ain't going to like it. You know, if you can't make money off of it, they ain't going to like it. So I'm going to be the first one to do it. The revolutionary. Yeah, I just want to give y'all an update on.
Then he did another one. This indictment is a lipstick on a pig. For nearly 2 years now, the federal prosecutors have desperately tried to fend off challenges to a very weak case. Now, just 2 months before trial, that Dirk Banks is demanded at every turn, they pull this pathetic pivot, recycling old accusations. Okay, so he had shared it with Drew Finland, so this was a joint post, if you don't know. It's a joint post, but nevertheless, he also said whatever in his caption, even though it says statement from his attorney. So they're saying that he's using the 50 million fans to try to sway the case, okay? Or sway the perception of the case.
What's up, bro?
You know, our energy, you know, our relationship, who we came from, who we did, you know, your family. So I appreciate you for everything, too, bro. You know, he was telling me what you was doing. I told him, I said, man, you do this every year, man. Just regular buzz, man. Some heroes.
Yeah, for sure. This trade, I wanted to make it something special, you know, so we could show the rest of the world, like, shit, you know, outside the music, you know, it's big on us to take care of our community, take care of the youngest, and, you know, try and guide them the real way.
That's why it's touching for me, man. That you want to do it with it is like, it's big for me, bro. For the kids to see that we doing it together, that's all that matters.
The man up above is real, you know. We ain't even gonna let the enemy distract us, man. You know, because at the end of the day, it's all on his time. And so while we here, you know, we just gotta play our part. The dope thing is, I'm excited because, bro, we finna give at least 400 kids brand new tablets, you know, computer tablets, on top of other stuff, you know, on behalf of myself and OTF. You know, we're gonna get out here and bless them.
I just want y'all to know I'm with y'all 100%. You know what I'm saying? Like my situation, you know, I'm always gonna be the hero. You know, always doing it genuinely for y'all. You know, for y'all, being guidance to y'all. You know, and let the world improve.
Okay. All right. So it says it was falsely claimed that the government was using this murder case to criminalize black artists for their creativity while the motion was pending. Defense counsel appeared on popular podcasts with hundreds of thousands of views, providing commentary about the merit of this case. They put three of them. Let me see. Number 3. Oh, shit. They fucking put my name. Yo, don't try to whack 100 me, nigga. Don't put my name in no fucking indictment, nigga. Put my name, you know what I mean? Like, what the hell? No. Why they put my name in they linked to Vlad? Oh, no. Oh, it's below. Okay. They put me and Vlad. Fuck. Okay. All right. Anyway. Popular podcast with 100,000 views, providing commentary about the merits of the case. Then, following the filing of the third superseding indictment, the counsel issued a press release using Defense Bank's social media. We just read that criticized the new charge of calling the allegations false and lipstick on a pig, and contained other rhetoric suggesting the government was scrambling and pathetic. Counsel then gave the interview where he criticized the government and boasted that the defense have been defeating the government on so many legal issues and claimed the community, including law enforcement officers, opposed the charges against defendant Banks, walking up to counsel saying, "Free Dirk." Which is this? Let's go to 5. 5 right here. Oh.
I have people coming to me off the streets going, "Free Dirk, free Dirk," literally. I have law enforcement officers walking up to me and saying, "Free Dirk." Okay. Yeah, so it's been really an amazing experience. I'm glad I've done it. Dirk comes from Chicago. He's self-made. He was a Grammy Award winner. He was deeply involved in community service right here in your city. Okay, he had local politicians supporting him. He had people in the community supporting him, and they brought this case against him. And we have been defeating them on so many legal issues.
What is the likelihood that this turns out in Dirk's favor?
Everybody that I've fought for years and years and years, everybody that knows I'm 24/7, man. You call me 3 in the morning, I'm at the police station. So that's not me, because I'm in it to win it, and we're going to win it. I have people coming to me off the streets going.
Drew Finland, the $1 billion attorney. He's definitely, very confident. Okay. On June 26th, in light of these and other publicly disseminated statements, the government proposed a joint gag order, to which the defendants disagreed. Following the July 14th hearing before this court, defense counsel conducted an impromptu press conference on the steps of the courthouse, and last week the parties met and conferred about this and other motions the parties intended to file. The defendant Banks' counsel indicated that the defendant opposes the requested relief. For these reasons set forth below, including that trial is in a matter of weeks, the government respectfully requests that the court enter into an order prohibiting further press conferences, releases, and other media operations that could improperly influence the jury. While evaluating whatever, okay. All right, so they're citing some cases and yeah. Okay. All right. I'm trying to get where's my guy? What's the dirt? He dropped a banger of a video, but I don't know if it's out yet. Hold on. Banger of a video. It is out. Okay. No, it's not out yet, actually. Anyway, let's go to Lil Boosie. Now, Lil Boosie is mad at YouTubers and online personalities. He claims they're doing the job of the police, and he's wondering why they're doing YouTube instead of just signing up for the police force. Listen to him. He posted a video. He said, "Stay woke. It's bigger than the police who you got to worry about." Check what Lil Boosie got to say.
Rolling out on Instagram, bro. It's bigger than the police. All y'all podcasters, not all of them, but YouTubers and people on Instagram.
Damn, who you talking about?
Y'all the golden egg to the investigator.
What?
All they got to do is hashtag your page and hashtag who they want to hear about and build their case. Y'all go into depth, into detail, saying names, saying stuff about crimes. Like, it's sad, bro. And why is the question? The people y'all doing this trying to harm never harm you a day in their life. Y'all never had words. They don't even know you. The people you doing this for, they don't know you neither. They don't give a fuck about it. If they family won a silver suit, you wouldn't get shit. You wouldn't get $1. So why is the question? Do it make you sleep better at night? Like, why are we so happy in the world with someone's downfall? And why is always us doing this to us? You never see a white man doing this to a white artist. Why is you trying to solve a crime on the internet? If they didn't have social media, it seemed like that would be y'all job. I mean, go get a job as a detective. They're hiring. You just getting it out. These niggas just getting it out. Like, but I won't know why. Do it make you sleep better at night? Like, even you interviewers, like, why ask somebody a question they can get them murdered? Why ask somebody a question they can get them 50 years to life in prison? Give me a Ricky Smiley interview, bro. Like, this shit bigger than the police. This shit is bigger than the police. Police could be looking way somewhere else. Y'all gonna put them right there. It's sad, bro. It really is, bro. And the question is, why? Nobody from both sides know you. It's sad, bro. I was scrolling out on Instagram, bro.
This is an interesting turn of events. Boosie's now saying why to all the podcasters and media personalities and bloggers and YouTubers and TikTokers, whoever else who cover any type of criminality in hip-hop. It's interesting because Boosie gained millions of dollars over the years sitting down with Vlad TV, and repeatedly when Vlad would mention what was usually accused of him, like, yo, people used to say, Vlad, you the police. Boosie used to defend Vlad by saying, hey, it's not about what you ask, it's about what I answer. And Boosie used to take the attitude of, you can't blame the interviewer for you getting jammed up. You got to be smart enough not to get jammed up. And he used to say that while defending Vlad. Of course, he's not working with Vlad anymore. Now he's back to blaming the interviewer. Why are you asking police questions, right? The reality here is, okay, Boosie has a point, but then he doesn't. I hate this idea in hip-hop or otherwise that people think that criminals should be helped, right? So you have niggas doing crime, already trying to ruin the society, doing whatever, but you got to help them in their criminality, right? You have to help conceal them. Keep in mind, for the majority of what I see, and maybe you guys see something else, for the majority of what I see online, it's dudes who are doing crime in plain sight. Dudes who are breaking the law and allowing it for someone in East Bumblefuck to literally solve the crime by looking at publicly available things. Criminals now want people to turn off their brain and not to look at the obvious. How about become better criminals? How about that one? Now, I'll give him a little bit of understanding because I do think these days with media, there's a lot of speculative stuff, right? Like, yo, YG's about to be locked up for the RICO tomorrow. Like, okay, we might need to calm it down a bit because sometimes that could put people in danger. That's a fact. I agree with that. Right? Like, so some of the stuff, obviously, we're all consuming content or we're seeing stuff publicly, but we have to make sure we're not making these overt statements like, yo, so-and-so got this person killed. Like, gotta, calm that down a bit because you could put someone in the crosshairs of someone else who cares about whatever topic y'all are talking about. I get it. But I just vehemently disagree with Boosie where he's saying that social media needs to stop doing the police's job. It's the same type of rhetoric that criminals use when they're amongst the community. This idea of snitching only should apply to people who do crime. It's a code that really originates from, even some mob mafia type of stuff, but it was a code held by the people within those criminal organizations. What happens now is that you have criminals who embed themselves in the community and they put their morals or their like codes that's only existing to protect them, they push it onto the community, whether through culture, music, whatever, and they hope that everybody else got to protect them. So you could terrorize the community, sell drugs, shoot at niggas, but now when the police come around to arrest you, the grandma up the street supposed to keep quiet. The little kid who, he's a square, he doesn't do anything, he's supposed to keep quiet. You know why? Because it's all to protect you. Criminals are the most selfish people possible. That's why I keep saying, tell them criminal niggas to go be better criminals. Like, don't get mad at the civilians that they could solve your crime. If a civilian could solve your crime online in 15 minutes or less, what do you think the police is gonna do? And this idea, like, in what world are we like trying to protect the criminals? I'm not saying like, obviously if your thing is like, no, maybe you're doing too much, but who cares? Who takes the demeanor of we need to protect these guys? Who takes that demeanor? So that's where I kind of depart from where Boosie's thinking. In hip hop, I've seen this. A nigga gets locked up. And you know what people say? They blame the media. Man, it's niggas like Ack, he the police. Yo, it's niggas like Vlad, he the police. It's like, at what point you say, yo, it's that nigga that's a fucking idiot. That's why he's locked up. In hip hop, they treat the criminals as if they're kids. Like, it's lack of accountability. Right? They'll be like, oh, say someone gets locked up and then an interview they did gets used in their case. Nah, it's because Vlad the police. That's why this happened. How about you blame the fuck nigga for doing the crime in the first place? I've never heard them say that. Never. It's a bunch of cop and pleas, coddling these guys, trying to shift blame. You know how many times they've tried to blame me, not even for incarcerations, but for murders. They blame me for the murder more than the guy pulling the trigger. So when Boosie says this, respectfully, you niggas need to learn to do crime a little bit better. Because if a nigga who's sitting in Idaho could solve the crime that you're committing, maybe jail is the place that you belong. You're not that smart. Cut it out. You get a regular job. Don't tell the civilians to get a If you are doing crime that niggas can solve and they haven't even left their bedroom or even brushed their teeth in the morning, you need to get a regular job. Okay? The reality of hip-hop is that the streets try to appeal to civilians, and it's always going to be fucked up because of that. Because civilians owe you nothing. Civilians are entertained by your fuckery. They're entertained by this and third. But truth be told, listen, I'll keep it a bean. Y'all want me to tell the truth? I'll tell the truth. I love hearing about King Von. I love this music. I would never want King Von to be my neighbor. Fuck no. It's the reality about it. And this is what people don't remember. Like, this rap shit, y'all make millions off it. This is entertainment, my nigga. I would never want little Jeff living next door to me. Are you crazy? No. Some of y'all niggas need to go sign up for the army. Honestly. We got to be honest. Listen, half of these rappers that we hype up, I would never want. These niggas would not be my neighborhood, man. No. You think, God rest his soul, but you think if they told me, yo, you got a new neighbor. Well, who's my new neighbor? It's Julio Fulio. He's coming through. He's having a Don Julio party tonight. I'm good. Nigga, I might call the cops on him. Yo, I think it's a noise complaint. Get this guy on out of here, man. I'm entertained by him online. So this idea that people in hip-hop think that, like, we just love criminality. No, nigga, we're fucking entertained by y'all. And y'all make millions. Get over it. Don't be like, yo, they be so heartbroken. They be so heartbroken that we don't support their crimes. They be like, yo, you're not even in this life. We're like, bro, you make millions of dollars. Shut up. Who cares? What's wrong with these dudes? It's like they want to be protected by you. Like you're getting paid. You know they exploit their criminal nature. This is why street rap and drill rap exist. They exploit it for money. When you see them buying all them cars and they're flexing on you, at no point they say, you know what, man? These fans would have definitely held it down if, like, the cops was looking at it. They wouldn't help. So, let them drive the Maybach. No. So, like, I hate when they start saying, yo, these guys online, the fans is doing too much. Half of the rappers get more attention because their Reddit is breaking down the shit that they rap about, saying, nah, this nigga real. Yo, this nigga's real as they come. Music going up. As soon as they get caught, man, y'all niggas doing the job of the police. How? These guys act like they're civilized people, man. I wouldn't want to live next to Meek Mill. I wouldn't want to live next to who are these other belligerent niggas, man? Like, these rappers really think that the regular society loves them. No, nigga, we're fucking entertained by you, nigga. And you get paid millions. It's a trade-off, nigga. That's how it goes. It's a trade-off. Don't expect no more from us. We don't expect no more from you. We expect you to give us a perception of, quote-unquote, being real, this, and third, but don't fucking incriminate yourself. And if you can't do it, this ain't it. If anybody could make millions and millions of dollars, everybody would just sign up and just be in the door. So if you can't avoid getting caught up on social media doing your crime, since you can't stop doing crime, I don't blame the YouTubers at all. Sorry. The only time I'll say YouTubers should chill if they're being too speculative. Like, you know what I mean? They're like, oh, they're going to get arrested, or this person did the murder. Then we chill. Anyway, Boosie, we love you though, man. I think Boosie need to go back on Vlad, man. He stopped doing them interviews on his Patreon. I see him did one with he just did Boosie, Ricky Smiley, and I think it's getting some traction. Is it? You know how happy Vlad is. He's like, yo, bro, I'm not paying $25,000 for 269,000 views. I'm good. Anyway, Boosie did appear on the podcast with Ricky Smiley, and he talked about the Trump pardon, which was hilarious. I will say he's still hilarious, and the pardon, he basically admitted. Yeah, he basically admitted that they sold him a dream. They told him, yo, keep watching the TV. They about to announce your pardon. And he said he was kind of going crazy. He was like, yeah, somebody get pardoned, all to find out that was a lie. Check this out.
I'm ready to.
Okay. So
yeah, I'm ready to.
So you're looking for a pardon. And what does that mean for your case?
Pardon me, my case is done.
Right.
I'm no longer a federal conviction.
Right.
I'm no longer a federal conviction. And what happened was some government lobbyists who used Trump up. They're government lobbyists.
Yeah.
They came to me like, we can get a pardon. We government lobbyists. We can walk in there and get a pardon from Trump like that, you know. So, what? And first I wasn't gonna entertain it, but I was under pressure. Mm-hmm. The federal judge had just dropped my case. Mm-hmm. 3 weeks later, they charged me again and said they can do that for the same charge, but they added a charge and said I was an addict around a gun. I was like, how can you do that and say that I'm an addict? And even though I didn't have a drug charge, you have never proved that I was an addict. I've never been to rehab. I was sent to prison 10 years for third offense marijuana. Grams. I'm a smoker. This ain't no pounds. We ain't talking no pounds. We talking grams. Third straight to the penitentiary. I was never even given rehab. The system been letting me down, Rick.
Yeah.
You know, so they gave me a charge saying I was an addict around a gun. So now I got to get this over with and take a plea. Mm-hmm. So now I got 3 months until I'm sentenced in federal court. Mm-hmm. And I'm facing 5 to 10. But my charge got through out before because I'm not a violent felon. I shouldn't have had I shouldn't be charged with a 922G anyway.
Right.
You're not supposed to be charged if you don't have violent felonies.
Right.
I got marijuana felonies. That's legal everywhere right now.
Right.
So the judge dropped that, but skip to, I got 3 months left. So my life is in the judge hands right now.
And 3 months left on what?
3 months left until I'm going for sentencing. I wasn't gonna fight that. I wouldn't go on a trial to fight the charge. I wouldn't go on a trial to fight the charge. Because at that time, I did arm myself.
Right.
Oh, that's what Pooh Shiesty was talking about. When he says out on bail with a 922G sitting on my what do you say? He said out on papers with a 922G sitting on my counter. Damn, he was telling on himself even in the song. So 922G is like the federal statute that prohibit firearms for certain people. 922G is a statute. It's federal law. It makes it illegal for specific prohibited persons to have weapons. And in FDO, I ain't gonna lie, man, that nigga Shiesty. That nigga good, man. In the shit, he says, out on papers. He says, out on papers with a 922G sitting on my counter. I'm out on papers with a fully ARP. He just says what it is, a fully ARP. My nigga. Nigga say, if you think you got more shots than CG, come and try your luck. You ain't never bought a crate of grenade. Shut the damn. I ain't gonna lie, man. I fuck with that nigga Shiesty, man.
I'm in a gangbanging neighborhood shooting a video.
Yeah.
In the alley. I armed myself for 30 minutes, but I still armed myself. So I wasn't going to try to fight this in court. So now I'm finna trust in God.
Yeah.
What they say, 5 to 10 years. I ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
So I got 3 months, so now I'm scrambling. What I'm gonna do?
Right.
That's when they came. We can do this, we can do that. Well, how much? Okay, I ain't tripping on the money, because I'm gonna get that back.
Yeah.
I'm a hustler.
Right.
Okay, you talking about the part now.
I already checked them like these dudes
lobbyists.
They shaky.
Yeah.
But they end with that circle.
Yeah.
So I told them, I'm a street dude. I told them, I ain't sending your money, you don't send me no contract.
Right.
I don't give a damn. You gotta send me a contract.
Something in writing.
Yes, so I told them, I'm gonna make the contract even sweeter for y'all. We gonna do it right. Check this out. If you don't give me the pardon, we agreed, by January 30th, right before my sentencing, you have to return half my money back. That's the only.
Yo, Boosie treated this shit like a club booking. Yo, here's the deposit and here's the back end. Yo, Boosie is so crazy. Boosie treated this shit like it was a booking, gang. Yo, you got the deposit and the back end, man. Yo, this nigga Boosie on some shit, man. He's like, yo, if you don't get me the pardon by this date, you keep the deposit, gang. Keep half of it, bro.
The way we can do this deal.
And what did they say?
They agreed. We signed the contract.
Okay.
I sent them $600,000. If they didn't have the money back if they didn't have my pardon by January 31st, they had to send me my money back, $300,000.
Okay.
Keep $300,000 and you send me $300,000 back.
Right.
Right before the deadline, I went to court. God come through again.
Wait a minute now. What you mean?
Lady say, you ain't going to jail. Give him 3 months, give him 3 years probation. Never heard of. Lady say, give him.
I'm finna walk off this set.
This the same lady threw the charge out at first. So the federal government picked it up, picked the charge that she threw out and brought it back. So now you on this lady in the courthouse. That's how God worked. And they talking about a mandatory. That lady say, 3 years probation. I try to talk. She say, I don't even want to hear it, Mr.
Oh,
Hatch.
my God.
I'm trying to explain. I'm thinking I'm finna go to jail. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I don't know. But I trusted in God. I say, God. And that night before, I had a dream that I was walking out the courtroom. So when I woke up that morning, I put that suit on. I had to clean blue suit. Man, I put that suit on. I was smiling the whole time. I put my mafia glasses on. I was finna walk in there with the mafia glasses.
Attorney always tell you take them off. Yeah.
Take the glasses off.
Yeah.
You know.
Now the prosecution, I'm looking up here. Prosecution asked for 24 months for Boosie, and there was no strict because usually in federal court, if there is a mandatory minimum, they can't really do nothing. So the judge can't really issue discretion. Apparently, there was none. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, the defense wanted. They got exactly what they wanted. That's dope.
Oh, because it's memory, bitch. It's memorable.
Yeah.
You know, if I'm gonna come out the courthouse, I won't be fresh.
Yeah.
Because this gonna social media never leaves you.
Right.
So I want it to look nice.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that lady said 3 years probation, Mr. Hatch.
God. But God.
Nothing but God. Three years probation. If I would have knew this, I wouldn't even never talk to them about no about no part.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But
do you get half the money back now?
Now that's what I'm suing for.
Okay.
And the worst part about it, and I have texts in this that's in the lawsuit. On 3 days before Christmas, they text my lawyer and say the pardon has been signed by Donald Trump. Got me running through the house with my shirt off. Got me running through the house with my shirt off. I'm jumping all on the bed. Donald Trump to sign the pardon.
Yeah.
We just waiting on the news.
Yeah.
I'm by the news for 5 days. I ain't see all I see is Trump bombing people. Look, we finna throw a pardon party at the house and everything.
Yeah.
I'm getting the balloons. We finna throw a pardon party.
Yeah.
I'm about to new 5 days. Every day I'm getting mad and mad. I'm finna punch
you were looking like your granddad and looking at you in church.
I said, oh, these the playing game. So when the deadline came, I told the man, return my money.
Yeah.
Return my money. I'ma sue you, bro.
Yeah.
This is business.
What did they say?
Okay, we gonna return it. Give us 2 weeks. We still might have the part, and I think we got the part. 2 weeks left.
Yeah.
They gave him the Cam treatment. Yo, nah. This is the last week. This is the last week. Album coming out next week. Do it now, Cam. They gave him the Cam treatment. They sent them off. Yo, chat. I told you he got Clay Davis. Anybody know what I'm talking about? He got Clay Davis.
I call him again. It's no, I'm giving you 2 more weeks. I still gave him a month after, before I went to my lawyers to sue him. I say, bro, I'm suing you. I'm going march in Georgia with signs saying return my money. What? I say, I don't know who y'all think y'all is, but I am a powerful black man.
Right. Yeah.
They love me. Not just like people love me. My story is gonna be heard.
We do.
So they like, we ain't got all the money. How much you want back? I say, I just want you to follow the contract.
Right.
I just want my $300,000 back.
Right.
And this is over with. Nobody never knew that. Well, we can't give you $300,000.
What?
You got me fucked up.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got you. So I sued him.
Oh,
yeah,
my
then he
God.
said, okay, well, we'll just file for bankruptcy. I said, so this is a Ponzi scheme. Soon as I say something about, so you say file for bankruptcy, you done did this before.
Right.
If you taking people money, then when it's time to get it back, you filing bankruptcy. Right. This is a Ponzi scheme.
Pretty much.
And I got over 8 emails where he used all these people name up. Mm-hmm. All these people who worked for Trump, all these people, he used their name up, emailing them.
Right.
That's why I put all their names on the list on Twitter and told them to make a statement.
Yeah.
And let me know that you was not a part of this. Because how I'm thinking, I'm a street dude.
Right.
If he naming all y'all names on this thing, who else got some of the money?
Yeah.
So a lot of people responded like, Boosie, we had no idea about this. A couple responded saying, I got the email, but we never put nothing in action. Mm-hmm. So I'm using all this in court.
Yeah.
To show these people And like, you know, like this just business. And people talking about I'm snitching. Who the f is y'all some ignorant?
Right.
You's are ignorant. This like a contract. This like a record contract.
Right. Right.
Boy, you is ignorant. Either you ignorant or you rode that fucking short bus.
Yeah.
If you don't understand this.
Probably rode the short bus.
You don't understand this. You crazy.
Now, you know the short buses ain't short no more. They put them on the bus with the regular kids, and they don't have the special ed no more. Now they have.
They got a section, huh?
No, they got 2 teachers in there. So the special ed is blended in with the regular students. They just put an extra teacher.
Yeah, because they pissed me off. I'm like, man, this is business. You know, we sign. Once you sign a contract, you have to abide by that contract.
That how God just be coming through for you. That's deep. Cause I had no idea that you went to court and the lady just said 3 years probation.
Yep.
Or whatever. And just I like the way you just really broke that story down, how you put that blue suit on. God gave you that dream the day before, and you went in there with faith.
Yes.
And you talked about faith.
I told my lawyer, I said, I ain't going to jail.
Oh, wow.
I said, I ain't going to jail. I saw it. That moment. I woke up out my sleep at 3:30. I stayed up all the way to court. I woke up at 3:30 in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
And I knew I wasn't going to jail.
Boy, that's deep. Now, I have to ask you this because you said nothing is off limits. I thank you for your transparency. Several of the Divine Nine organizations have adopted "Wipe Me Down" as their national stroll song.
Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah, I think the Kappas do that. Yeah, Kappas use "Wipe Me Down."
You ever imagine that would happen when you was making the song? Boy, that come on, man. Boy, they be like I'm a member of the Divine Nine.
Yeah,
they be with it.
It's like that record when it was brought to me. Fox brought me that record, and it was like I knew it.
Yeah,
I knew it after my verse.
Yeah,
when I was writing it,
mm-hmm.
I'm telling these, I'm like, I'm finna smoke this month.
Yeah.
Cause I can't BOOS. Cause anything I rap, bro, like I try to make chants. I try to make stuff that I always think about performing it when I make music.
Right.
That's why I spell stuff.
Yeah.
That's why, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Ad-lib, yeah, all that. So I knew it, and it just took off, bro. And I really have a whole tour. Homecoming tour, like every year I have a homecoming. I be in so many homecomings.
Yeah,
and they when I say they gonna stroll, bro, they tell me play it twice.
Yeah.
Boosie play it first and play it last.
Yeah. Yeah. Man, that video, you coming on stage at Alabama State University.
Oh, I killed Alabama.
I know you, I saw it.
They say, Boosie, we never seen a show like this in my life.
Never.
Man, that was one of the best homecomings that I ever did, Alabama State.
A-S. You. Yes, sir. Boy, you killed that.
Yeah.
I mean, every single cell phone, man, I swear, man, that was dope as hell. Thank you for doing that. Now, what is...
All right, enough. All right, bet. So this. Rick Ross is going at 50 Cent. 50 actually reposted this video and said, this fool is at an open house talking about $100 million house. His house is available on Airbnb. What the fuck? Everything fake. The fuck out of here.
It's crazy.
Hold on, let's see.
Game with the young hustlers. I'm a boss. Keeping it true to the culture. If I wanted to sell 250 the first week, you think Rose couldn't have played that game? Them played to sell $250,000 the first week? That shit cheap. Them y'all be talking about can't even show you a motherfucking palm tree in their front yard. This $100 million house. Other share game with the young hustlers. I'm a boss. These say they could sell 300 gazillion streams in the first 3 weeks, but where your clothesline at then?
Oh, shit.
Why you ain't selling no shoes?
Damn.
You should be able to sell protein shakes if you sell that many streams. Y'all should be selling peptides. You should be able to sell anything if those numbers weren't inflated. Now, Google all of their other assets outside of music. They spirits business, clothes business, this business, everything else. SMS audio, out of business. It's crazy. These say they could sell 300 gazillion streams in the first 3 weeks, but where your clothesline at then? Why you ain't selling no shoes?
Before he had also said something about
I want to go viral.
About 50 Cent's Shreveport business opportunity that looked like it might be collapsing or whatever. He ran into some little hiccups in Shreveport. He wanted some tax breaks and, like, you know, when you move like big businesses to like towns like that, they usually give you incentives to come there because you're going to create a job opportunity for a lot of people in the town. And whatever 50 wanted, he didn't get. I could Google it real quick and kind of show you Shreveport 50 Cent. The latest on it is that, let's see, he was threatening to pull back on Shreveport projects. Basically, he can't get the deal he's really looking for. He says the people who are in position don't want things to get better. And he says these people in Shreveport just don't want to get things to get better. He said, I only make deals that make sense. I'm going to have to pull back. So he's threatening to, like, kind of, you know, not do the deal. Anyway, we had Rick Ross who spoke about it.
This morning, so Curtis, I ain't finished with you. I saw you making excuses of why you was kicked off the shows, blamed it on the black woman. She's the creator. She wrote it. It's her show. Ghost was her show. Kanan was her show. She gave you $3,500 an episode. Just to do little posts and all that. Be loyal to the black woman the way you are to Eminem. She gave you an opportunity. But I heard you say you finna release new music with Eminem and Tupac.
Why you laugh like that?
Hey, boy, Pac been dead 30 years. Let the man rest in peace. And Eminem, come on now. Come on. Come on, Curtis. Put them shoes out. Let them flop. And do your Tony Yayo, Lloyd Banks.
I'm kind of glad this beef is, like, heating back up just for the commentary and fuckery. Like, this is hilarious. You know what's crazy? These guys been beefing for, damn, it's going on 20 years. I think their beef started like 07. No, 08. 08 or 09? Okay, at latest 09. But, like, I think it's 08. We're, like, almost 20 years since they've been beefing. And I'm so happy that they're kind of, like, still both funny and they're still, like, take shots at each other. It's 06? And shit, I mean, I guess 50 and Ja Rule, they've been beefing since, like, 01, right? Yeah, so for that's a 25-year-old beef. Damn.
Remix, baby. Come on, baby, let's go. I want to go viral this morning, so Curtis ain't.
It got awkward for the writer, for the showrunner, because she felt like it was registering as a 50 Cent show instead of her show. And that turned into, it got weird with her behaviors and the things that was going on behind the scenes with her. And then it also was friction between her and Amari, because he was feeling like he was the lead and the star of the show. So she was having a problem with anybody who was leading the show because she felt like it was her show, like it was hers. And it was a show rightfully as a writer, but he is the star of the show. Omari would have died. Ghost Must Die, he would have died where Kanan died, that much earlier. She planned to kill Omari's character off right there. And I'm like, nah. I could feel how the general public was feeling about it, and I knew that was not the right decision. And I was saying, well, she said, well, then if he doesn't die, something has to happen, something big has to happen. And I'm like, me, like, kill my character. Like, I got other shit to do. I could go be 50 Cent and then I don't have to be here anymore. Like, look, it got awkward for the right.
So 50 said the showrunner didn't like him, and
I took a pay cut to be there the entire time that I was on that show. Like that, I was being paid in the very beginning $17,000 per episode, while executive producing the show, being the music supervisor, pretty much for then doing the theme song and all the promotion and publicity. It wasn't until the third season that they would accept the show on Good Morning America without me being there. I'm technically the star of power until I introduced.
He's kind of right. What interview is this? He's kind of right. I can't knock it.
Interscope was the West when it was East Coast, West Coast going on. I went over there and then kicked their ass up and down the street. You should see, I've been kicking their ass ever since. I got it. Like, this is like my lifestyle now. I just kick ass for a living. It goes over me. Acting in a show, that was one of the cool ones. Listen, that he wanted to do it. I didn't mind killing Kanan when it came time, but it was one of those things where, look, at some points, when people have success for the first time in their career, sometimes they need it to be all ass, right? So the difficult thing is if they have their success for the first time and it's a 50 Cent show, it is a 50 Cent show. Like, publicly, people look at it like it's presented by 50 Cent. It's 50 Cent. The story is from Southside Jamaica, Queens. Everything is 50 Cent tied to the show. The music that's playing is 50 Cent. It got awkward for the writer, for the showrunner, because she felt like it was registering as a 50 Cent show and stuff.
Chat, let me go get some alcohol real quick, bro. I gotta go get a bottle.
Her show. And that turned into, it got weird with her behaviors and the things that was going on behind the scenes with her. And then it also was friction between her and Omari, because he was feeling like he was the lead and the star of the show. So she was having a problem with anybody who was leading the show because she felt like it was her show, like it was hers. And it was a show rightfully as a writer, but he is the star of the show. Omari would have died. Ghost Must Die, he would have died where Kanan died, that much earlier. She planned to kill Omari's character off right there. And I'm like, nah. I could feel how the general public was feeling about it, and I knew that was not the right decision. And I was saying, well, she said, well, then if he doesn't die, something has to happen, something big has to happen. And I'm like, me, like, kill my character. Like, I got other shit to do. I could go be 50 Cent and then I don't have to be here anymore. Like, look, I took a pay cut to be there the entire time that I was on that show. Like, that, I was being paid in the very beginning $17,000 per episode, while executive producing the show, being the music supervisor, pretty much, for then doing the theme song and all the promotion and publicity. It wasn't until the third season that they would accept the show on Good Morning America without me being there. I'm technically the star of Power until I introduced everybody to it, and then Omari Hardwick turned into the star of Power.
Do you agree with them killing Ghost?
I wouldn't have killed him. The shit could still been running if it was right now. It just was creatively a decision that she made because she was not feeling him no more. It turned into almost hatred to him feeling like that.
They say this is a big rich town. I just come from the poet's part.
From the music perspective of Power, you tried to do the remix. You feel me, with Trey?
Tried to do the remix. See how he talked about me?
That's crazy.
And on the fucking camera, he says this to me. You tried to do the remix.
That was crazy.
I sold over 40 million records. You want to tell me I tried to do the remix? Look. I did the theme song for Power, and then I did a remix to it. And the remix was doing extremely well, like at radio with me and Trey, but they just had a funk around Trey. Like, they just was not, publicly, they was like, ah.
All right, anyway. Okay.
I went to do Jimmy Kimmel specifically, right? I did Jimmy Kimmel's first show. The first show,
50 rarely does interviews. This is a different, it's a GQ interview.
Version of what I did at the present moment than other artists that I watched come before me. Like, I could see portions of my experience and the things that they're actually doing, and then I watch it how it plays out for them. But mine's is probably one of the most influential ones on the culture, because it changed the way people approach doing things. Like, there's a section or area where they kind of all turned into it's like a pot of artists that were all like street artists. And then they split it in half. Well, beef between two of them divided the culture. Like, so it was like, if they was cool, they ended up cool with Dirk and these guys over here.
Okay.
But because Ja and them had that influence over those particular companies and different things. So I was patient until something came that made sense away from everything. Like, Interscope was the West.
Okay. So he's explaining why he went to Interscope. Interscope is normally a West Coast type label. Interscope is like more of the West. Republic is more of the East. That's why the whole thing with Drake and Kendrick was also interesting, right? And it's two biggest label in Universal.
When it was East Coast, West Coast.
So it's interesting that 50 is kind of like relating that to his play because he's saying that Ja Rule and his ops had influence of the other, you know, whether it was Def Jam or whatever, but the other East Coast labels. And because of that, that influence would have probably kept him out of the game. So he went to the West Coast label. Interesting.
Coast going on, that was the West Coast. You know, so it was a better place for me because I had so much smoke going on the East Coast that I couldn't get like a fair shot or launch of anything. So I went over there and then kicked their ass up and down the street. You should see, I've been kicking their ass ever since I got it. Like this is like my lifestyle now. I just kick guys for a living. From there, I've dominated it or done what I wanted to do. At points when, if I received resistance and I didn't continue to bang my head against the wall trying to figure out how to please the public, I just went into a different, diversified, went into a different categories of my personal interests. Because when I listen back to Get Rich or Die Trying now, what stands out to me is the difference in tempo now and what I was doing at that point. Because like I picked a lot of up-tempo or high energy production, and the one that almost didn't make it is the hottest thing now. Like that was the stuff that I was shying away from. I wasn't sure I was gonna put Mini Men on.
Okay, all right. Charleston White is now beefing with his former best friend, Dewberry.
I have a disagreement with. We end up getting back with each other. From childhood to now.
Charleston always got something going on, huh?
Me and Rainwater, me and you, me and Dewberry had a falling out.
So Charleston had a day one guy named Dewberry, and it's like the guy who's been there since he's gotten popular. And it appears that now they're not cool. And Charleston is kind of like airing it out. He's doing it on his latest Say Cheese interview.
I learned in this industry. In the beginning, I had everybody with me. In the beginning, you saw I had everybody, all my friends were with me. And the bill was only on me. So that includes the flights, the hotels, the food, the club, and I like the club now. And when we get home, I meet the needs or whatever needs need to be met.
Okay.
At some point, they may not be using you, but you start feeling like you're being used. And
okay,
when you get back home, when you got a problem, can't nobody solve it.
Mm.
But you've been solving everybody's problems.
Mm.
When I done paid a $9,000 bond, and I said, Sean, hey man, let me hold 10 to the limit from it, you know what I'm saying? Nigga, but when you look around, the people you don't, but because you're looking at what you're spending, it ain't their fault, and you don't blame them. At some point, when we start getting to the gas station, I ain't always got to pay for gas. We just putting 40, you know what I'm saying? So everything started to become on me. Your friends don't know you. You the breadwinner. You the head of the household.
I'll say this. I know exactly what he's talking about. I don't think that's the majority of the problem with him and Dewberry, but I could understand that, right? Like, and I do advise anyone who has a friend who may either have a lot of money or have, might be, I don't know, in a certain position. This is why, like, especially if you're a man, like, insist on like helping out or chipping in sometimes, because trust me, niggas will develop resentment if every single time they're paying or whatever. Like, I got some good friends that, when I go out with them, like, they know I'm gonna take care of the bill. So you know what they do? Actually, my cousin does that too. he'll go up and he'll just pay for it. He'll be like, you already got it. You know why? Because he knows for the majority of stuff I'm going to pay for, but he never wants it to come across like, I'm like freeloading, you know? And I do think over time, people start to kind of either get those feelings or you're starting to evaluate if people are freeloading on you. So I think maybe that's what Charleston's talking about. Somebody said, I never asked anyone for gas money. You niggas broke. Yeah, let me tell you this. And it's a gesture that matters. It could be a $20 tab. Say your man has a $5-10 million and you only got like 2,000. Bro, every now and then just be like, yo, I got this. Trust me. That's it's a mentality thing where people are like, because I'm telling you, he's kind of describing when you feel like these motherfuckers is living off me, but like, you know what I mean?
Burden on you. Even when you feel like they ain't doing, but you ain't saying that, you still carrying the burden, but they got feelings. But you paying. Why I paid for flights for 3 years straight? When we come back from the club, guess who the burden on booking the flights? Y'all over there asleep. I gotta make sure we get home. So I fall asleep. And we missed the flight. And 4 more flights I got to pay for that I ain't putting no insurance on. You on the phone with ain't nobody helping me leave.
Yo, Charleston, welcome to being an entrepreneur, man. Nobody gives a fuck about the boss and the guy. You get what I'm saying? It's like, nobody gives a damn about you.
Is it their fault? No. This is your heart that you have for them.
But also, I disagree with him. Like, you shouldn't have people around that's not part of your business and that's not, doing something in a work capacity. Because if you look at it like, oh, I just have a good heart. No, it should be like, these people are my friends that have now turned into employees. Like, you're not Santa Claus, my nigga, right? And if you think you're Santa Claus, you're going to start hating them because they're not your kids. If you think that you're paying people that are not working for what you're paying, you're going to start hating them. But if they're working, no, you're giving them what they're owed. That's just what it is.
Remember they left you. Remember all your homeboys, all your childhood friends, when you changed your life and gave your life to the Lord and started working with kids, they kept pimping and selling, they kept doing crime. You changed for the better. When all of them came home, you said, hey man, I got this for us.
All right, let's get to the beef, man. What's his beef with his friend?
I remember I got on. I got that call. I hadn't talked to my nigga in years. I was offered a podcast like Gillian Wallow. We got a deal on the table. They was gonna call it Gangster Chronicles, Digital Soapbox Network. That's Charlamagne them. Got a deal on the table, but I don't want to be a gangster. So I said, no, we gonna call it game related, not gang related. And God put in my spirit, Dewberry from Dallas, Percy from Fort Worth, put them two together, and you go to Atlanta with the contract they offered you. I called both of them. I ain't talked to my in Europe. I felt abandoned and betrayed by all them. Cause we would have been major stars over here running youth programs had we stayed down. Cause it was like 20 of us. Had we stayed down with that, we'll be bigger than what I am today. Changing laws and legislation, but because it was a quality, yeah. So I went and got my name. Them feelings that I had, that you secretly have against your friend, if I would have held on to them feelings, I wouldn't have went and got mine. I damn sure wouldn't have got Percy.
All right, I'm trying to get to where the beef is at, bro.
The stuff that they was getting with me was just for them on their channel. I ain't got nothing. Nothing.
Okay.
I had to steal something. Somebody who I believe was a friend. got over 2 terabytes of my Facebook. And man, I'm talking about shit people will never see again because it's been deleted. This is a stranger. I took it from her. She said, I can duplicate it. I started saying, man, why does she got all of this of me? She can pretend to be, man, she got shit, man, this nigga got down. I took it from her.
Hold on, Chad. I'm making a post.
She can imitate, man, this man. So
All
I
right,
started
bro.
watching.
Come on.
Who said, man, so when that situation happened in Crockett, he don't know I know. He don't know I know. Yeah, he don't know I know. I knew I was by myself. He don't know I know. She went back and told her. That's when our energies changed. Cause I never said nothing. I'm weeping every time I get with my nigga. I'm crying on the inside. I said, man, I can't believe, man, we've been together this long.
Oh, okay. Now, let me see what happened.
It made her put her eyes past him.
Here we go.
Another nigga run down. My nigga babysitting that run down. I said, it's a white girl. Y'all come on now, homie. So
this has nothing to do with Dewberry going on.
With Atlanta. I'm gonna get to that. I don't watch nobody, including Dewberry. I don't watch nobody. I just look at the picture screen and the title. Y'all forcing me to have to say this, homie.
You about to expose this, homie. Well, let's hear this. Let's take a shot for it.
Abroad, we don't even know.
They fell out of a girl?
We've been on the road. We driving 16 hours, 12 hours. It's me, him, and Sane. The dream team. Man, my nigga been on the phone with a bitch, man. We think he talking to his broad.
Yo, Chad, how many niggas that fell out over girls, bro? I ain't gonna cap with you, bro.
10 hours. She in our business, because we having some conversations. He telling us some things. I don't know her, and I don't know this is going on. He steady, you got it, I business, nigga. She know details, man. Nigga.
Okay, wait. Is he saying, he's kind of detailing that he fell out with his homie, like his longtime homie, because his homie's fucking a girl and pillow talking? Is that a valid reason, chat?
It fucked us up, homie. Because first she hit Sane and told Sane everything my nigga pillow told. He was trying to fuck on her. So that pillow got soft, nigga, and he shared some things.
Oh, so he's saying that Dewberry told this girl he's trying to fuck all the secrets. I don't know what secrets, but he told everything about the gang. Okay.
But how do you know this stuff is true?
Let me finish my story, my nigga.
Damn, you hurt.
It's some things me and you know about one another in our business.
Yeah.
Your woman or whoever should not know will ever know.
Mm-hmm.
Because he shared so much to her, it made her put her eyes past him. Because she said, you jealous of Charleston. I don't know what he told that bitch, homie. But I know, nigga, I get a phone call from this whole woman. I don't mean to call her a hoe. I get a phone call from this woman. Sane ain't told me. He don't want to hurt a nigga, homie. He gonna keep an eye on home. If you know what he know, you ain't gonna hurt me. The little bitch she told me, nigga, bitch, I don't want no more. But she trying to get in our business and manage this and handle this. I already been emailing people.
Oh, the girl kind of want to be the manager. She want to get... Okay, now, classic move, classic snake move. Clap it up for Shorty. She really, like, you know, she's giving out the pussy, but, like, women are, like, detached from their vagina. Like, they could fuck... I ain't gonna lie. I think a girl could fuck a horse and not have... They don't care at all. Niggas don't get pussy like that. So it's like, you fall in love with this bitch, whatever. She really is trying to get in there to work with Charleston. She want to get the money. Like, she's like, fuck this nigga. You know what I mean? I want the money. But in trying to get close to Charleston, she is kind of almost telling him, like, yeah, you know, I've been with Dewberry and shit like that, but that nigga look like he jealous of you, man. So now Charleston like that's just how it goes. If someone tells you something that somebody else ain't tell you, you're like, damn, I trust you more than them. And it's kind of working, but Charleston acknowledges that he knows she wants to like get into the business that she's controlling some shit.
We're trying to get y'all booking. Huh? What?
And whoever who said in the chat, like, yo, didn't he tell you the story already? No. He told a different story with Danza Projects and his girl. Or no, Danza, his girl and Danza, yeah.
She said, man, nah, man. I had to call, say, hey, man, boo. She tried to work me again with some more shit. I said, nigga, this hoe got us by the balls. And then I had to play everything back. Nigga, we been riding to this place, he been keep, man. He was mad about the Juanita situation, the V situation. He felt like, nigga, we been together, man. I don't know what he said, but she told me enough to close my ear. See, I can tell you, man, she said, man, so when that situation happened in Crockett.
Classic move, chat. I could already tell what this is. Trust me, it even happens to me. Classic move. When someone has some power or some money or whatever, the person who has the most, like, you know, who's gonna probably benefit the most, the person closest to them. And what usually happens is everybody else, like I've seen it. You realize something very cannibalistic that happens, right? So if I got 10 people around me, all of the 10 people, like whoever I'm closest with, the other 9 keep telling me things about the 10th person because they want to be the person. Like, it is what it is. So everybody's snitching on each other. That's kind of how, like, it's kind of, but you kind of have to, like, discern from that, because now everyone's like, yo, you know, oh, you trust her? You know what she did? Yo, you trust him? You know what he did? I'm telling you, it's nonstop. I get it. And I think that's what happened with Charleston, too.
He don't know I know. He don't know I know. Yeah, he don't know I know. I knew I was by myself.
Wait, hold on. I know I'm like pausing before I get to that part of the story, but wait, Charleston, a random girl tells you some shit that your man who's fucking on her pillow talked about, and you don't even ask your mans? You're just like, oh man, wait. Well, I guess he knew the info was so valid, like it had to come from him. But you don't even confront him? Let's see.
He don't know I know. She went back and told her. That's when our energies changed. Cause I never said nothing. I'm weeping every time I get with my nigga. I'm crying on the inside. I said, man, I can't believe, man, we've been together this long. Nigga, I used to drive your hoe when you were pimping. I used to play chauffeur boy and drive to the hotel while you go home with your teacher woman, drop them hoes off, never tried to fuck. I'm playing chauffeur pimp. Chauffeur pimp. Yeah, nigga, I'm playing chauffeur pimp. But got to go home and I can only do this on the weekends. I'm daddy Monday through Friday, but I'm chauffeur pimp. So, Same won't even tell me what she told me. Same won't even say, nigga, he said, nigga, you don't need to know. The man do wrong. For at least a year and a half, nigga, we rode in silence across the country. Not even talking to each other with these secrets. He know what she done told that bitch.
Is this woman from?
We don't know. First she hit me email. See, he started trying to fuck on her, I think, for her to lose respect. Because she wanted to keep it professional. And she's a very good looking lady.
Wait. This nigga was pillow talking, but wasn't laying even on the pillows with a bitch? Oh, hell no. All right, violation. He not even fucking her and he pillow talking? All right, that's crazy.
I said, I ain't getting her that kind of power over me to hurt me, to know what he done said. Shit, just enough. She reached back out to me recently.
Yo, chat, when I tell you, you know, one day, you know, God willing, we get to, how old is Stat Quo? Like 55 or something? One day we'll be 55, God willing, and, you know, we're still doing the stream. I hope you're here. You might have a couple kids, maybe on your third wife. It's all good. Regardless, At that point, I could kind of give it up a little bit different because it's a lot of things are going to be 15 years old and whatever and 20 years old. Could give it up a little bit different. If you knew how many situations that really occurred in rap where pillow talking, oh, these guys are friends, like locked in, nothing could change. But a girl, one likes who fucks the other. And she come back to the other dude and she says whatever. It like women play so much of a integral role into all these relationships. Not only relationships with men, just relationships in general. But it's kind of interesting. Like, I don't know why I thought this was gonna be yo, he stole from me, or yo, he's fake. This is basically about a woman.
Nah, homie. I don't want to know if it's gonna hurt me. So Same won't tell me. We just ride in secret, but we still friends. Like when you and your woman mad at each other, get into it, and you feel like you hate the bitch, and she feel like she can't stand your lying ass, but y'all still lay down and go to bed together. That's what people do when they love each other. So I love him enough, nigga, to only speak what I done spoke and not to address him because I don't know what he told her. They got power over me. He know, woman. Why? You know what a bitch go do. Go back and tell him, I told him everything. He don't know what she done told, but he knows she done said. If my nigga won't tell me, I act like it didn't happen. So he changed in the process. Everybody I fell out with, from Juanita.
And you don't feel like you changed?
All of us have changed.
Okay.
Friends don't mean nothing to me anymore, as it did in the beginning. Friends don't mean anything to me. What can we do for each other? So here's the thing. So I'm looking for business partners and associates.
You admitted to being selfish a lot of times.
Yeah. But nigga, when I pay for everything for yours, there's nothing. You can't be selfish and you giving your money away. I'm selfish in principles. But nigga, anytime you ever seen anybody standing next to me, nigga, I paid the way. My Atlanta niggas, every nigga, I paid for every trip, everything. And sometime I pull up to see them niggas go get their snack items and won't nobody pump back at the gas tank. And we got 3 or 4 more stops to put in. So nah, homie. So if I was selfish, I would go hurt myself to know what he done told her, so I can lash out and be selfish. The people I brought with me that y'all now know on the internet wasn't internet people before I came. I showed, come on man, let's do this. You get yours. A lot of these people manage my accounts or our account, and they got all the banking information. Dr. O ran off about $8,000, $10,000. The relationship we had with the guy in North Carolina, that was our deal, because he ended up selling the company, and we could have bought into it. My nigga and his people know music. They're in the music business. From the Belly Gang cushion, the burden became on me. And everybody put the burden on me, and they saying, nigga, you doing this wrong. You wrong for this. You wrong for that. But nigga, I don't even know what I'm doing that's working for us that's right. I'm doing this wrong, but it's working. I'm coming on the internet doing everything wrong, but it's working. I'm gonna keep doing wrong, nigga. So I'm still doing wrong on the internet. Y'all looking at me what I'm doing wrong, but nobody's building with me. Nobody's building with me. And nigga, nobody's giving unto me. Nobody.
So
let me just stick, nigga. I'm finna ask you a question. We never fell out. We never had an argument. When it was time to fall out, I became Jesus. I became the sacrificial lamb, nigga. My heart is broken. I'm hurt. Nigga, I got this place out here in Dallas for them.
Okay, I know exactly. I've been there before.
I got this place for them. They at the park, so they don't want to go home to their women. Just go be our boys club. Nigga, I fill it up with groceries. And one day it's all gone. Nigga, I got the cable for y'all to watch sports. But nigga, when they leave, and they got to go home to them women, nigga, this bad-ass house look like a trap. Look like a trap. I start saying, man, who done wash my clothes? Goddamn, nigga, y'all don't know to separate the whites from the colors? I start leaving 400 in this pocket, 800 in that pocket. I got 20,000 in there, and I took all the rubber bands off. When I started zipping up that bag, checking them pockets, clothes stopped getting washed. But I ain't saying nothing, homie. Why? When I was letting them peel, they weren't asking for too much. So I leave out money to let my friends take from me. I bought a whole bunch.
Okay, I feel like I could stop this already. Charleston's going through something that, trust me, I've gone through too. And what I mean I've gone through is like, at a certain point, it's hard to separate friendships, relationships, and business. And a lot of times you try to bring friends that you knew along for the ride. I'll tell you, me personally, there was a time when I was in college and shit, I already was a big DJ. So at least around the college scene, our college scene, Rutgers University. And I'm like, bro, I've done that already. How many times are we going to have a bunch of, like, it got old to me. Like, I'm the DJ. Like, I'm having the most fun, whatever the case is. But I'm like, eventually we got to move on from this. And I had like 4 friends. You know, we had called ourselves Team Academics at the time. They didn't move on. I remember like the summer that I started to like focus on doing the radio show and I was starting to do YouTube. This is 2010. And my homies was just like, yo, what you about to do? And I was just like, yeah, I'm like, I built like a makeshift like studio in my closet. And they were like, yo, we got bitches coming over. And I remember looking at them and I was just like, dog, we've had bitches coming over for 4 years. You get what I'm saying? Like, yo. And I remember telling them something, and I looked at everybody in the room. I said, yo, these days, my man, he had this one car. I can't remember what car it is. He drove around on empty for 4 days. Dead ass. And the nigga was on empty for 4 days. His car never shut off. It's crazy. One time my G-Wagon was on empty for like 30 minutes, nigga. That shit shut the fuck off, nigga. Yo, I don't know how my mans had his car on. Nigga, we would go to one party, come back, it's still on E. We would go to another party, still on E. The max he might do, yo, you never been in a struggle until a nigga put $5 worth of gas in the tank. It was on E before, it's still on E afterwards. Anyway, my mans and like all my people at the time, Team Academics, bro, they made the choice that like we started separating. I wanted to pursue what could be a different iteration of me being popping on a clubs or at a local university scene being a DJ. I wanted to try to mess with the radio stuff or, you know, just content stuff. They were like, people know Team Academics. Let's fuck these bitches. And I remember consistently they were like, bro, let's yo, there's some bitches trying to link. And I remember telling them no a bunch of times. And I try to explain to them, I'm like, yo, listen, 4 years from now, we not supposed to be riding in this, same dusty car. You're always on E. We all should be pulling up in our own cars. And we all should have nice cars. And we shouldn't be at, like, some fucking, like, basement party. We should be in lounges. And they were looking at me like, fuck are you talking about, nigga? Like, yo, nigga, we're fucking these bitches right now. Like, what are you, fuck are you talking? Like, deadass. And for me, like, mentally, I was just kind of like, bro, after you've done it a while, you just, enough is enough. And it's funny because I still see those homies now. I don't feel no remorse, because everybody made their choice. I was trying to elevate. They were just trying to fuck college bitches the whole time. And, those people didn't take the ride with me, but there were other people that took the ride with me. And I will say, in terms of what Charleston is talking about, it is a hard thing to convert your friends into professional employees. You know why? Whatever Charleston's doing, let me tell you this. Like, I don't care. Listen, y'all know, shout out to my man Leaf. Leaf been with me since, like, all this shit. Like, he used to bring my fucking heavy-ass, like, 300-pound speakers when we went to, like, go 3 hours away to go DJ, and I'm DJing for $300, right? But at the end of the day, like, as time goes on, and I'm not using him as a, example, but it is an example, and I love him. He just got married, by the way. I don't know if I should say that, but shout out to my man. And I will tell you this. As time goes on, yeah, we're friends, but now, nigga, when I go out to a club, I'm beefing with this rapper, that rapper. The threat that is on me or whatever, like, he doesn't have to have that. You get what I'm saying? The point is, our lives start separating because the more you lean into this, you're going into a whole different realm. And he's your homeboy. And I don't want to keep using him, but he's your homeboy, but, like, your lives become very different, right? Like, what Charleston's doing now, like, Charleston and Dewberry, they're locked in, or they were, I would believe. But at a certain point, nigga, Charleston, look, niggas just shot at him, like, whatever. It becomes on a different level. You kind of, like, a part of this entertainment game, after a while, you have to, like, commit your life to it. And a lot of times your homies you bring along, they don't have to because they're not the face, right? So they could have their regular life. Your life is never regular again. Like, my life, I wish I could go back to, what year was it? 2013, 2012? Like, nigga, the last time I could walk through a mall, like, decently was 2012. Like, 2012, 2013, like, shit don't happen no more. So our lives can get changed a little bit where you don't really identify with your homies as much anymore. You still love them. But then the next thing happens where it's like, your homies, you either have to separate from, or you have to get them acclimated to being a professional employee. The mere fact that Charleston's telling this story and he keeps saying his friends, tell me that he didn't get past that. As much as, I have love for everybody who's been with me for a long time. All right. If y'all knew how many people I flew out to Toronto. Me. I think it's, 7? 7 people to Toronto? At a certain point, you get to, like, yo, listen, we're cool. We could be friends, but you could just meet me at the spot. Or if you're going to be around, you guys turn into employees. That's how it goes. Because I got to show a professional everywhere I go. Right? And I'm only saying that because I think, Charleston went through the same thing. But I could also see where he's not, like, connecting the dots of, you either have to let your friends go who can adjust to this industry, and the ones that can, you have to make them either employees or business partners. Simply that. And it's really hard making your friend a business partner. Because normally y'all be talking about bitches, y'all talking about this. Now you have to tell them they're fucking up. Now you got to tell them, like, yo, bro, you're supposed to be a manager, nigga, and you don't know what a fucking standard contract looks like because you just think you're the manager because you're my friend. So those things happen. The girl thing is a little weird, not gonna lie, but I understand what he was saying in terms of trying to acclimate your friends to employees. Because everybody who, they'd be like, yo, started from the bottom and we here. You want the guys you start with to be the people you end with. Like, shout to LeBron, right? Didn't LeBron start with, like, the Maverick Carter nigga and the Rich Paul nigga? Didn't he start with both of those guys? Bro, here's the thing. With me, let me tell you this. What I do, and I say this confidently, and this is not to, I'm not obviously not throwing shade or nothing like that, especially, my team or whatever. Nobody loves what I do more than me. There's no job that I hire for that I wouldn't do better. Because this is what I genuinely love. I say that to say it's my passion. It's their job. And I've had to learn with that, right? You know what I mean? With me, I don't mind working at 2:30. I wake up sometime, I gotta take a shit, nigga. I'm like, let's go do some shit. But when you have your friends who are not working for you, they're into the vision, but it's like at the end, that's like your goal. They're kind of there for the ride. So you got to kind of motivate them, kind of give whatever. And I think Charleston's going through that with his friends and other people around. And he's trying to figure out how to convert friends to employees. That's really hard. I'm telling you all this right now because if anybody's going through this, you're going to feel like a piece of shit. I did for a while feel like, maybe I wasn't bringing my friends along. But those friends that I told you about that was trying to fuck bitches, I'm like, bro, I showed them exactly what the blueprint was. I told them exactly what was going to happen. They were like, nah, we just want to fuck some bitches. I was like, I bet. Go ahead. So when I see them now, like, we chill, we cool, but, I can't have the remorse when they tell me, like, shit not going well or whatever. I'm like, bruh, yeah, at least you fucked a lot of bitches. You know what I mean? Fuck it. That was your destiny. But he's going through the same thing a bit.
Bunch of counterfeit money to see who's stealing from me. Lay around the house. Say, boy, I see that shit up there. Nigga, what you doing up there looking? But I know you niggas got to feed your niggas. Why? Because you eating over here. You trying to show them how to eat.
Yeah, that's the problem. Charleston, at this point, your friends got to be employees, business partners, or you got to get them out the paint, my nigga. Facts.
But they not really eating. Why? They ain't bought no cameras. They ain't got no backdrops. They ain't no merchandise, no products. So you see, they ain't growing. But you keep feeding your niggas. You keep feeding them, nigga, they go do what Dewberry did. They become piranhas. It don't be about y'all had a falling out. Homie, I got us in this position. And everybody relying on me. Everybody relying on me. My nigga had to say, yeah, nigga, you can't try nigga spend his money on a hoe on the club. I trick on the hoe, you gamble. I win tricking. You lose more than you win gambling. It's all a gamble. In 5 years, at least 2 of my friends should have came with a business idea or a business proposal. In 7 years of me being successful, having as much money, I haven't had one friend other than OG saying, come with a proposal.
All right, I think we probably watched enough of this. Just even add on to that, I'll say this, and trust me, I know I've learned. There's no training manual for this industry. Charleston has to realize this is your passion or this is your calling. Your homies, they're probably on for the ride. They're not dumb. They probably would come with ideas, but they also don't want to feel like they're stepping on your toes. They also don't want to feel like, you know what I mean, if they work something out on the side and come to you that you're like, yo, what you doing? You doing some other shit? They don't want to do that. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. So the big, it's a conundrum that his friends are in. And shout out to LeBron on this. LeBron empowered his friends to be entrepreneurs, like the Maverick Carter nigga and the Rich Paul nigga. He empowered them to go do other things to help build him. That doesn't happen often. And trust me, as much as we laugh about LeBron on here, a lot of people would want their friends to go build a multimedia empire where you're a sports agent, Clutch Sports, or Maverick Carter, who seems, what does he do? It's like multimedia or whatever. It is what it is. All right. Let's keep it going. Enough of that. Have y'all seen this chat? Yo, Luka Doncic bitch is wilding out, man. Y'all see that Luka Doncic ex-fiance wants $50 million? Yo, bitch, you wasn't shooting in the gym with that nigga, man. Listen to this shit. Luka Doncic ex-fiance Amaria Goltes. Let's look at her Instagram. These bitches be talking about 50 mil. Like, yo, we gotta look what you look like, gang. Hold on. And Amaria Goltes? These chicks is tweaking, bro. Let's look at her Instagram chat. Oh, they probably got a kid or something. Wait, is the kid just born? Oh, no. 139 weeks ago. Wait, what's that? It's 52 weeks. Okay. So that's less than 3 years right now. Okay, let's look at her, shorty. Let's look at the shorty. Nah. Yo, it bitches be wildin', man. Like, what do you think this is like? Yo, what do you think this is like? Drake handing out Birkins? Nigga, get the fuck out of here, nigga. Like, yo, look at this chick. This chick is mid. Are you kidding me? His ex-fiance said she wanted to settle their issues amicably, but TMZ has learned she's taking their fight to Slovenia. And as far as she's concerned, the cost of the settlement is $50 million. Yo, what she think this nigga is, James Harden? You not getting hold on. Sources with direct knowledge tell TMZ Anna Maria has filed a new claim in Slovenia. She's seeking $40 million for us. What? $40 million for herself? And she won $10 million for the 2 kids. Yo, chat, I ain't even gonna lie to you. You might as well hire a hitman for this bitch, man. Fuck. Yo, she won $40 million for her. Yo, look at this chick, bro. I would imagine if she said, oh, I want $40 million for the kids. Apparently they got 2 kids. $40 million for the kids, $10 million for me. This is an able-bodied woman. No fucking way. She wants $40 million for herself. And Luka has said he'll do anything for the kids. So $10 million is realistic for them. But 40? Of course. Nigga, I'm not paying you money to go fuck another nigga.
Just like as YouTube, yeah, you can like, comment, subscribe, and we're gonna keep it about and you know the slow. At the end